I want to thank President Casey and the Board of Trustees for bestowing this honor upon me and giving me the honor of addressing you and your families as you celebrate this milestone. Let me begin by congratulating you on your achievement today. Today, we are all bearing witness to your accomplishments by the granting of these diplomas, which I know y'all wish we would get to quickly. However, this piece of paper is only a symbol of larger gifts, in addition to those student loans that you will have to pay back, which I'm going to not talk about those. Look, he's grimacing. He's like, ew, right. Keep that Kia. However, these gifts should not be taken lightly. They are knowledge, critical thinking, and participatory inquiry, which we definitely heard when we listened to Mariah's paper. Opportunities that so many folk that live in this perimeter do not have access to. Please never take this for granted. So congratulations to you and the loved ones and families that supported you in order to get you to this magnificent day. Today commemorates your having earned the credentials that increase your ability to influence and direct and engage in decisions that will impact this nation. Whether you believe it or not, this privilege is something you should not take lightly. One of my favorite, and I don't have many favorite founding fathers, since they didn't think we were people, but I did have a favorite, and that was the highly messed up and crazy John Adams. And John Adams commented, he kept it real, because John Adams commented that power always believes it has a great soul. Power always believes it has a great soul. And so no matter what your interests, you have been just given an entree to that door of power. You have, just by getting this piece of paper that you're getting today. So whether you choose to avail yourself or not, there is no question that you will be making choices informed by your time here, and those choices that you make will impact who will suffer abuse and who will be shielded from harm, because those are societal decisions. Who will suffer abuse and who will be shielded from harm. Now, if you believe in the adage that no snowflake ever feels responsible for the avalanche, today you have been given the opportunity, snowflake by snowflake, to use this gift for all these and the least of these. What an interesting time to employ your skills and talents. As demographic changes happen in our nation, they are similarly reflected here in the state of Maryland, the 19th most populous state, and in the Baltimore metropolitan area. Of Maryland's 6 million people, almost 45% are people of color, and that number is going to be the majority by 2020, according to Maryland's Office of Policy Analysis. Here and throughout the nation, you and yours will no doubt encounter the issues involved in the keystone of this democracy, the rights of the minority versus the majority. Some of you will be involved in forging the parameters of actually what it means to be called an American. Some of you may engage issues of population growth, limited resources, and the delivery of health care, something that I care more about now than I used to in your age. Your ideas and energy will be needed to engage innovative ways to address the conundrum of market forces, gentrification, and neighborhood preservation. The inner harbor of Baltimore did not always look that way. There's a price to be paid somewhere. Whether you like it or not, your generation will be determining the social norms for sexual orientation, gender identity, and expression. From pop culture award shows to the offices of policymakers, difficult questions are already in play with regard to this issue. Now manifesting itself as bathrooms. Complicated stuff that, pining for the good old days, whenever they were. I never know when the good old days were. But pining for the good old days will not meet the moment of what you have in front of you. I predict that you will have the opportunity to engage the issue of wealth, class, and poverty in ways that have not happened for generations. As we become a land of haves and have-nots, how will you intersect and influence your fellow citizens living in neighborhoods of concentrated, continuous, and geographically isolated poverty? I'm so old, I can't even speculate around the interesting issues you will be engaging around social media, since I'm not on none of it, privacy, big data, and cybersecurity, although I had my identity thieved. That's about all I know about it. They thefted my identity. You have been given tools, but tools are not enough. To the degree I give advice, such as it is in this forum, I don't want to give you advice about your skills and talents, but about you. Please take a moment on this journey to find who you are. What is your truth? Maintain your center and values, because they are often going to be tested by life's journeys in the person of your boss or your coworker. The endless, large and small decisions that often involve options of convenience, income, and comfort that may take us away from basic dignity and humanity, which ultimately diminishes us all. And while your decisions will be made by who you are at that time in your life, I hope that you take with you today my commendation, and I believe, and I want to leave you with this thought of no other, that the ills of humanity are best cured by more humanity, not less. A difficult credo to live, but one I believe in. And as corny as it sounds, as you go forward, please muster the courage to hope and the courage to love. Because it is when we bring hope and love to our day-to-day decisions, our way of being, our fundamental democratic institutions, that's when our civil society is most able to flourish. Love is the central message I would like to send you and your families home with. Love, and not in some sentimental, mushy way, but I mean love as a steadfast commitment to the well-being of others. Well-being not based on uncritical deference and reverence, but rather trust, mutuality, and respect. Most beautifully stated in Micah, do justly, judge mercifully, and walk humbly. So I close, a round of applause, I close. Yeah, they're like, yeah, get up out of here. By invoking the words of Dr. Martin Luther King and wishing that you reach your potential in all your endeavors, and that the world will be a better place because of what you have accomplished all these years to get you to this state. Dr. King said, human progress is neither automatic nor inevitable. Every step toward the goal of equity requires sacrifice, suffering, and struggle. The tireless exertions and the passionate concern of dedicated individuals. Please be those individuals. Long to create something that you cannot use to keep you passive. Be active, and I thank you for your attention, and I wish you and your loved ones and your families the very best on this day as you celebrate.